morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on jobs. Many job seekers experience one or more barriers to employment during their careers. Although this makes finding or keeping a job more difficult, it's not impossible. Some barriers include lack of transportation, criminal record, disabilities, or even education. My first guests, they're here to tell us about a cutting-edge job seminar for local men who are looking to boost their skills, find a job, or explore new career options. The United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County and Manpower Group, they've teamed up for the 2019 Annual Success Starts Here Men's Job Seminar. Shannon is the Director of Innovative Strategies for Boys and Men of Color at the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County, and Nafessa Burdine. She is the Community Investment Manager, Corporate Affairs at Manpower Group. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you both for being here. And the mission of the United Way is to change lives and improve our community by mobilizing people and resources to drive strategic impact in health, education, and financial stability. And then Manpower is a Fortune 500 corporation that's the third largest staffing firm in the world. So a perfect combination.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about how this collaboration came about.
So Success Starts Here Men's Conference started about 4 years ago. We partnered initially with our friend Matthew Johnson in the community, one of our community leaders in Milwaukee, and we wanted to make it bigger. We wanted to impact more men. And so we thought the second year we would partner with United Way and expand that a little bit more.
Okay.
So we reached out to United Way, our partners that we connect with on our women's seminar that we do every year. And we started collaborating and talking about what do the men need, what's important, what are our goals for this seminar. And we meet every February now. We start in February to plan for September.
That's awesome.
And we just start diving into details about what the market needs and what's happening in our city.
Absolutely, and I think it's been a great partnership for us to figure out how can we do more for our Black and brown men and the men in our community. So it's been a great partnership.
Yeah, obviously. So is this the second year, or how long has this been going on?
So this is our fourth year.
Yeah.
Fourth year,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that means that it's getting bigger and better every year.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
and as that happens, the needs are getting greater as well.
They do.
So the 2019 Annual Success Starts Here Men's Job Seminar. It is absolutely free. And if you could give us the general details so those people watching at home can kind of get an idea, put it on their calendars, and make sure they help spread the word.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So some of the things that happens in that day. So it's from 8:30 to 1 o'clock to 1:30, and then after that, from 1:30 to 3:30, we have we're going to have jobs that will be there for the men. So what we do is we go through a day of helping those individuals sharpen their skills, whether it's interview, whether it's resume. How do we ensure that they are getting the best product that day? Not only do we do that, but it's great for them to have those tools, but we want them to be able to use them. So the tools that we give them are making sure that they have a suit, making sure that they have a tie, making sure they have shoes. And that's one of the needs for some of our men who are getting ready to go to a job I don't have. And so we've said we're going to raise our hands and we're going to make sure that we can provide those things for the men that come that day.
I love that. And so they go through these kind of training scenarios, interviewing skills and things of that nature, and then they kind of hit the ground running to go test those skills right off the bat.
Right
That's
away,
exactly
in
what
the same day.
I love that.
That's
and
exactly
so it's going to be
what
happening at Manpower.
It
right?
will. It'll happen at Manpower on September the 18th. As Shannon mentioned, it'll start at 8:30. The men can start selecting their shirts and their ties and their shoes that have been identified from local sponsors and partners that have supported us. Most recently, we've worked with G's Clippers. He has a collection box at his barbershop, and we also work with Common Councilman, Alderman, President Ashanti Hamilton. They have a collection box at the City Hall. So we're working with a number of partners. United Way has a collection box, as well as Manpower Group. So there's a number of ways you can donate shirts and ties and other products if you're interested, as far as suit jackets and things of that nature.
And so, just to say additional to that is that we are trying to ensure that we include the community, because that's the important part.
It's the concept of it takes a village.
It absolutely
Yes,
takes a village. And so one of the needs that happened last year was a lot of our men, we didn't have shirts that were bigger sizes for our men. So we said this year, let's team up with our community and figure out how we get more shirts and more shirts from our community. And so it's been a great way for us to include President Ashanti Hamilton, include our community partner, G's Clippers, and United Way and Manpower.
Yes.
And so now not only are we doing suits, but we also are doing a shirt drive.
Okay.
And so
and that's going on as we speak.
Absolutely,
Yes,
right now.
So we want people, when the show ends, to
Please.
go to the closet
Please.
and start cleaning out just a little
Absolutely,
bit, right?
we do, we do. And so it's critical for us to think about the needs for our men in the community, and it gives us a chance as community partners to say, here's where we can step up, but also how can we include everyone? So that's the big thing about this. It's just a great community partnership for us to think about how we can help the men in our community.
And since we brought up the shirt drive, the dress shirt drive, because
that's right.
you are looking for dress shirts.
Absolutely.
What are the sizes?
So on our website, which is www.unitedwaygmwc.org, men's/job/seminar. When you go to that site, you can see specifically our sizes go from 14 and a half up to, I believe, 19 and a half.
Okay.
But the sizes are specifically on the website that can give you that. We also have an Amazon drive that you can actually click on. So if folks can't bring shirts directly to us, they can actually order shirts and they'll come right directly to our office.
Absolutely.
You guys figured it all out, didn't you?
We did.
Make it easy as possible.
Yeah.
Well, breakfast and lunch will be provided, and you guys have some giveaways for the participants as well. What are some of the things they can look forward to?
Absolutely. So our men, trying to help them prepare for employment, it takes a lot. And so every year Manpower Group donates the black patfolios, their leather patfolios to take with them. They are professional, they look sharp, and they also get a number of resources in those patfolios. So we put different resources in there from the resources that are there during the day, whether it's health or welfare resources. And then we also, we give away 2 laptops. Manpower Group has donated 2 laptops for this event this year. Every year it's very different.
It is.
We give away gift certificates, so we have a number of gift certificates that we give away. As you mentioned, there's breakfast that morning, there's also lunch, and then we have a number of motivational speakers that are there during the day as well that I don't want to forget to mention. This year we have Dr. Joe Johnson, which I'm very excited about. He's from the Milwaukee area, a national speaker, and he grew up in the 53206 zip code. As we know, with our men here in Milwaukee, it can be very challenging to find employment, secure employment, and be able to have the confidence that you need. So hopefully that motivational speaker will be able to give them that inspiration that they need to empower them to go out and get employment that same day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think that's awesome. And so who are some of the employers who will be in attendance?
Well, I'm very excited. Last year, I'll speak on last year because we're still working on confirming this year, but last year we had the Bucks was recruiting for Pfizer Forum. We also had Freighter Hospital. We have Men's Warehouse that have been with us since day one. They've recruited with us and supported this event for 4 years. We've also have a number of other resources that support us. City Hall, Manpower is there, and we also have Batteries Plus and a number of others. We have at least 20 to 23 resources that are available on hand. Most of those consist of employers, and then we also, Judge Derek Mosley. Yes, thank you. I was going to say a number of different people, but Judge Derek Mosley will be there, and he has been phenomenal these past several years in helping the men with driver's license recovery or just warrant lifting or any support that they need from that perspective.
And I think the other critical part is that when we think about our community partners, we're also thinking about the city. We live in the city of Milwaukee, so how do we make sure that we include our city of Milwaukee partners?
Absolutely.
So we're doing work specifically around, we do some work with the city of Milwaukee, who does specific work with the Milwaukee Fatherhood Initiative. And so how do we also think about, how do we help men who are going to get a job, then after they get the job, how do we help them with, maybe there's some
child support
issues, any of those things.
Yes.
And so we want to make sure that we include everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be critical for us.
And it's awesome because a couple of the people that you named, probably more than a couple, they've all been here. So hopefully
Yes.
our viewers are aware of all of the different things. Like Judge Mosley's been here to talk about a number of
Yes.
things.
Yes,
But
he's so great.
President Hamilton
Yes.
and the Fatherhood Initiative, all
Yes.
of these are outstanding individuals and great organizations. And when you bring them all together,
Yes.
then, you know, it's a
Yeah.
recipe for success,
Yes,
right?
it
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone would like to attend, what in fact do they need to do?
So
They can go right online. We have the registration online before September 13th. We will accept walk-ins that day, but preferably registrations so they
Yeah.
can get shirts and ties and as well as suit jackets and other shoes and other items. But the registration online is unitedwaygmwc.org/men's-job-seminar.
Okay, and we're going to put that on the screen
Yes.
so that everybody at home can kind of jot that down.
Yes.
But really, I want to definitely reiterate the fact that someone can come as they are.
Yes.
right.
Because,
We want them
so
to.
you come if you have on gym shoes and a
Yes.
t-shirt and jeans, that's
Yes.
fine. Show up and they're going to find you a
Absolutely.
suit and tie and shoes so
Yes.
that you can proceed through the day with everything that you guys have set up. Right?
Absolutely.
This is an open forum for our community. So we don't want to prevent any barriers. I think the only thing that we have to make sure is that for this seminar, we are helping individuals who are over the age of 18.
Yes.
And so we have to be clear about that because of where the facility is and where we're going to be handling it. But however, we want them to come and we're going to polish them, get them all the things that they need, and hopefully we can change their lives.
Okay, that's what it's all about, and I'll say that again. Is there anything else you guys would like to share as we wrap up this segment?
I would say that, just thinking about the community that I live in, what's been critical for me is the work that I do as far as boys and men of color is I know that there are a lot of challenging needs. And so if there's a way for us to figure out what that looks like, we really want to make sure that as this partnership, this is not the only partnership that's happening. There are other partnerships that are happening, and if we can do more work, we can address those needs. It's just about us getting in a room and figuring out how we can do it. And so one other thing I just want to make sure that for my men, I think a lot of them came back to me and asked Mr. Shannon, they said to me, Mr. Shannon, like it would be nice for us to have some shoes. So can you get us some shoes? And I'm like, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, having the partnership with John Forshine is amazing. And so they don't just get shoes; they get brand new shoes, so that they can be ready to go to their interview or whatever they can. And it's just not getting that shoes just for the interview; it may be for them to go out with their family or take their kids out
Or
somewhere.
that new job that they're going to land,
Yeah.
That
right?
new job. That new job.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thank you both so much for coming by and sharing all the details. And like I said, my hopes are that someone watching will help spread the word
Absolutely.
and make sure there's someone out there who's looking for a job or even looking to brush up their skills, that they'll take advantage and come on by.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for
both.
having us.
It's been a pleasure. Shannon Reed is the Director of Innovative Strategies for Boys and Men of Color at the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County, and Nafessa Burdine, she's a Community Investment Manager, Corporate Affairs for Manpower Group. Again, the 2019 Men's Job Seminar is happening Wednesday, September 18th, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., followed by an Employer Expo and Resource Fair. That's from 1:30 to 3:30 at the Manpower Group's global headquarters, 100 Manpower Place. Visit unitedwaygmwc.org for the details. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll find out more about Milwaukee Center for Independence and their program that helps job seekers who face barriers find employment. We'll be right back.